Hi, friends. I'm Phoebe.
I'm Keiara.
This is the I Don't Want to Make This Too Long podcast.
The podcast for girlies that like to gossip via 20-minute voice messages to their besties.
Yay. A little awkward today, but you know what? That's okay. That's okay.
Didn't feel awkward to me.
Well, I felt a little awkward.
Well, that's okay.
I'm just an awkward little bean sometimes, I feel like. Even just saying the word bean was like awkward. Why did you say that?
I don't know.
No, what'd you say that for?
I don't know, but it worked for me. I thought it was adorable.
Okay, well, to each their own.
Well, back again.
Here we are.
We're here to do it again.
We're here and better than ever.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I am very excited about today's episode. How about you?
I'm also very excited. But before we get into it, you had an update, a bulletin, and a memo to share with the people. What did you want to share with the people?
Me?
Because us, on behalf of both of us. What did you want to share?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Because first of all, haters gonna hate.
Haters gonna hate.
No, just kidding. That's so ugly.
We're actually just joking.
So we recently discovered that apparently people don't like us. Our rating has gone down. And you know what? That's okay. You want to know why? Because we started this for ourselves and we started it to share with our friends and anyone who wants to, be a part of our silly little conversations. But yeah, someone rated us really low and apparently they just don't think we're fun, cute, funny, and adorable.
And they don't like our podcast.
But you know what? Like I said, that's okay. Because we're not going to stop because someone that was nice enough to remind us that we are doing ourselves a service by even putting ourselves out there to begin with. Whereas other people would be too afraid to do so.
Yeah, exactly. So I just thought it was something interesting we should bring up. And I mean, I appreciate ratings in any way. Yeah. I'm glad people are being honest. However, to your point, like we did this for ourselves. We didn't do it for the approval of others. So I'm just glad that anyone that listens to this podcast likes it at all. So
and honestly, like me personally, I don't believe in giving like bad ratings unless it's going to come with like an actual critique. Like that's not to say that there are some people who get bad ratings for good reasons. I think being able to give honest ratings are important because I would hate for someone to not be able to, like, if we were just shitty people and we were just saying shitty things all the time, that would suck, right? I would give a bad rating for that. Right. But like if you're just giving bad ratings because you don't like the sound of our voices, or you don't like our jokes.
You're an Aries. Raise your hand if you gave us a bad review because you're an Aries.
If you're an Aries and you gave us a bad review for that.
I know it was you.
I know it was y'all. And we anticipated this from episode 1. But
that's our own fault for just coming out the gate hot with a very controversial topic.
Hey, I happen to know that Aries feel the same way about us. And that's just how it is. But with that being said, unless it's something like, hey, I don't like the way you guys talk about this. Or can you talk about this? You're not even going to give us a reason?
And like,
that's fine.
We've been asking the audience, the listeners, the viewers, questions. Like, if you want us to talk about something specific, we want to know what your favorite XYZ is of whatever topic we're talking about. Like, I'd love to hear from the girlies.
Yeah.
And yet, it's crickets.
Y'all steady doing this. But then when I come around, y'all don't want to post up.
And
and say what you've been saying about me.
And that, you know what? And that's all there is to say on that, honestly.
No. But in all seriousness, we appreciate any and all reviews, but like it just hurt. I don't want to say it hurt our feelings because like, you know, this is just, the more we continue.
I'll say it hurt my feelings.
It's going to just happen. It's going to happen no matter what. If, you know, people continue to listen. But just know that like we're real people and we can take criticisms. Like if you have certain critiques, we can take that. But like we're just a couple of girls doing our thing and having a good time. And we appreciate any and all support that we get. And we encourage other people to do the same thing. Like, and I don't want anyone to feel afraid to do this because of what mean things people might say. Because I feel like if we were going to be afraid of that, we would never have started this in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's just like, we're just like humans. We're just people. So, of course, our feelings are going to get hurt sometimes. So, I just would honestly implore whoever gave us a negative review to genuinely give us their reasonings why, unless it's something just mean. Then I don't want to hear it.
If it's like, if it's genuinely something that we could like work on or that we'd be willing to work on, fine.
Yeah, if it's a constructive criticism,
we're not above, you know, what did you just say? Criticism.
Constructive criticism.
Constructive. We're not above constructive criticism, but we are above
bullying, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, it's above me now. It's above me. I'm not here to be bullied, especially by anyone my own age or younger, or even someone older. It's pathetic no matter what age you are.
I mean, yeah, like honestly, if you're just upset at the sound of our voices or the subject matter, then think about,
get a job. Go do something.
Look in the mirror.
Listen, I apologized in advance about the sound of my voice because I don't even like the sound of my own voice. But guess what? I'm not letting that stop me. I'm not letting it stop me here. And you shouldn't let it stop you either, because I can't control how I sound or anything like that. So if it's going to be like, you guys are ugly and you can't read.
Well, this is not the podcast for you.
This is not the podcast for you. Go somewhere else, I guess.
And it's just, I don't know. I've also, to end on a positive, I do appreciate all of the people who have given us positive feedback and people who are very understanding about this rating debacle. Yeah. So I appreciate those people, and I appreciate everyone who's been very supportive and interested in the topics and the subject matter of our episodes.
Yeah.
And we are not afraid of putting ourselves out there.
Yeah, exactly. And also to end on a positive note, if there are things that you're like, you know, I'd be interested in getting involved in this type of conversation, like let us know. Like we want to talk about everything.
Yeah, exactly.
And we invite everyone to like leave comments or to like talk to. This is literally the whole premise of this podcast, is like you're all part of our 20-minute voice message. Like,
yeah, we're sending you voice messages, so you send us stuff back.
Yeah, we want to. This is a besties only club, so we're talking to y'all and y'all are talking to us, and that's all we're authorized to say.
That's all we're authorized to say.
But we're happy and we're doing good, and we're gonna keep
on trucking.
Yeah.
So speaking of not being afraid, we are not afraid of homicidal maniacs, apparently, because today's topic is really fun. It's something fun for the girls, I think. So today we are going to be rating horror movie villains on a scale of who would make the best boyfriend.
Yeah. I am very excited because I think this is going to be really fun. I feel like my list is really cliche because there's only so many actual villains.
Right. I think it's going to be really interesting. I think we're taking a page out of, what's her name? Shane and Ryan. We're taking a page out of Shane and Ryan's book, and we're going to be doing it from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's going to be a secret. So we're going to take turns, go back and forth, and we're going to plead our case as to why we have picked these people to be potential good partners and boyfriends.
Yeah.
I think that'll be fun. I'm very interested to hear who's on your list, and I'm very interested to know the whys. The whys. Why are you like this?
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really think about the whys.
Okay.
I know subconsciously, like, I'm like, oh, like, you know, like, these are movies that I like. These are, like, just the villains that are, like, you know, the icons. But we'll get there.
We'll get there when we get there.
I'll get there.
Well,
yeah, it's spooky season, and we're into the spooky things because what did we do? Last night, we watched some good movies. We had a little we made some spooky drinks.
Yeah, we had a spooky charcuterie board.
Yeah.
And I made a sangria with white wine, vanilla vodka, and apple cider. It was really, really good.
It was so good.
And then we watched Friday the 13th, the remake with Jared Padalecki in it.
Duh.
We watched part of Insidious, part of the 2003 Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
And then she admitted to me that she had not seen the 2006 version, which is
the prequel, kind of.
Sort of.
Yeah.
It's pretty
not
much.
Even.
It's like the same premise as the 2003 one, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I think. But I just personally like the 2006 one because it's starring Matt Bomer and Jordana Brewster, who's like awesome. I think she's a really good actress. But yeah, so we ended up watching that one all the way through.
We did. And then we ended the night on watching the new Royal Court episode with Hassan Piker as the guest. And then we
Shout out Brittany
Broski. And then we took our happy asses to bed. So it was like the perfect catalyst almost for this idea because I mean, I'm not going to get into no spoilers. I don't know what you put on your list, but I would not consider Leatherface a good potential boyfriend. But we're going to get into it.
Okay. Do you want to go first?
Should we do like rock, paper, scissors?
Why not?
Oh, okay.
Looks
I
like
go
you're
first.
going first. Bucko.
I go first. All right. So in my 5th place spot, I'm going to shout out Patrick Bateman. Patrick Bateman is going to be my number 5 choice.
I should have known.
He is rich. He's very interested in music. And he is nothing if not prompt and timely. He had to go return some videotapes. Who do you know that wants to avoid late fees like that?
Oh my God.
He's responsible and he has business cards. He's a businessman. Whatever he does on the side,
that's his business.
You know what, baby? I'll be home. You go do your thing, and I'll be making my own bag, and you make your bag.
Even if it's a body bag.
We will come together for our joint sleigh, and that's all there is to say on that.
I fucking guess so. Cool.
Awesome.
You know what? That's fair.
Right.
Well, with that being said, my number 5 is Leatherface, so fuck you. Yeah, I caught that comment. You fucking bitch. My number 5 is Leatherface.
That body is shaped like Hassan Piker, so
and that is all I'm authorized to say. If you can take away from the fact that he looks like a fucking, what did you say, a walnut?
He does.
Just imagine Hassan Piker as Leatherface instead, it makes it a little bit easier to stomach.
Yeah.
Because he's big. He's big. He's not afraid to get his hands dirty.
No.
He works hard for his family.
Very hardworking, family driven.
He did everything to make sure his family was safe. He was like, you're not getting away, Miss Jordana. Like, you're not going nowhere. He's fast. He's very detail oriented.
Yeah, meticulous. Good with his hands.
Yeah. Hello. He is there he's down for the cause. He is 10 toes down for his family. And
he keeps it down.
Yeah, and who am I to be mad about that?
And he's so big, and you're just little. You're like little girl.
I'm just little, and he's so big, and he's just like, he's revving up the chainsaw. He's cutting slaying bitches left and right, knock about 3 bitches down.
You don't have to worry about him cheating, because he'll just cut a bitch if she gets too close.
Literally, he's fighting for me always.
He's in your corner. You have a fighter in your corner.
I really do. And, he's a little dirty, but all I have to do is be like, hey, maybe take a bath.
You could fix him.
I could fix him. I'm going to be like, hey, maybe comb your hair or something. Like, we're having guests.
See.
And he'll be disgruntled. Like, he'll be like, whatever. But he'll do it.
Right. See, that's why I fuck with Patrick Bateman also.
Yeah.
Like, he takes good care of himself, sure.
Yeah.
He also can use a chainsaw, which I don't love. I don't really like chainsaws. But I feel like I could fix him. I feel like I could. I feel like the bones are there. There's good bones.
Yeah.
You just fix him a little bit.
I don't know if I could fix Leatherface, but I feel like he's a softie for a woman he loves. Like, it's not even about fixing. Like, he's himself. But like, if I ask him like, hey, can you fucking relax? He'd be like, all right, fine. Like, I'll chill.
Like, just take a chill pill for a minute.
Yeah. He's like, I mean, I hate to say this, but like, he's like a dog. Like, you have to be like, sit. Like,
you need some good home training.
Yeah. It's not so much about changing him. It's just like, he's going to do whatever he's going to do. But like, if you give him a little attitude, he'll like give you a treat. I mean, like give you a present.
Right.
He'll be like, look, I got this for you because like I know you're mad at me. Like whatever.
See, okay. I feel like we picked similar people for our fifth place
very
choice.
Very different. Like the epitome of like clean boy versus dirty boy.
But listen, I feel like Patrick Bateman is the same where like, when he does something to piss me off, he's going to take me to a 5-star restaurant.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, it's like
totally
little treats.
Yeah. Like he's not going to apologize, but he will like give you a gift.
He'll take me to like a 3-star Michelin, restaurant, and I'm okay with that.
And he'll fantasize about killing you, but he won't actually do it.
Right. Because like what you do outside of the home, that's on you, baby. You live your life. I'm going to live mine.
He's like, just don't piss me off.
I mean... I'm not going to tell him my opinion on Huey Lewis in the news, but like, whatever. It's fine.
I'm not going to call him a big stupid idiot because, that would be bad. Why would I do that? We saw what happened to all the other people that called him a big stupid animal, big stupid idiot. Like, I'm not doing that.
No.
I know when to...
We know when to rein it on. Rein it in. Yeah,
absolutely. So,
well, you know what? I feel like we are on two separate paths. We're on two separate journeys.
It seems that way, but
Well,
yeah. Anyways, who is your next?
In my fourth slot, it's a new entry to the list. A new entry in my Rolodex of people, of characters.
Okay.
It's going to be David from The Lost Boys, the main vampire from The Lost Boys.
Fucking Kiefer Sutherland?
Yes, it is. And
sure.
I'm going to tell you why. So for anyone who doesn't know, I had never seen The Lost Boys until about 2 days ago. And it's now in my top 10 horror / Halloween / vampire / all that shit movies. It's so fucking good. And I just have always wanted to be a vampire. Always.
Who hasn't?
And
like, who doesn't?
For real. And like, I mean, Interview with a Vampire, great. That's great cinema, great filmmaking.
I didn't even think about them.
Right? You can't change it now.
Damn.
But The Lost Boys just hit different. It's the 80s, the earrings, the mullet, the this, the that. And what's her name? Star?
Yeah.
I would have just my mouth is shut. I'm sad because I want to be a vampire really bad. So did he kill people? Did he kill kids?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he did.
But would he kill me? Maybe. But would I get to be a vampire out of it? Yes.
But if you're a vampire, I feel like you could square up.
I could square up with him for sure. Maybe
there's an even playing field there.
Right. And I feel like they didn't really get into like the lore of vampires in that movie because it was more of like an aesthetic movie, which I love. But like maybe it's like Twilight where the younglings, the new vampires are like really strong.
Yeah.
And I could have whooped that bitch's ass.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I feel like we could have really maximized our slay also. Like we could have like really like linked up and, slayed the day. But that's going to be my fourth choice.
See,
number 4.
Your list is way... I can already tell yours is better than mine because, like I said, mine is very cliche. Like,
okay.
I'm talking top. Like, when you think of horror movie scary villains, like the first one that comes to your mind, they're on my list.
Okay,
it's very cliche. I don't care because, like, I was like, that's the fun for me. I tried to like deep dive, but like I was like, nah, I'm gonna stick with my boys, my basics. So with that being said, my next one is in fact just Jigsaw.
You know what? He almost made my list. He almost did. He almost did.
Something about a man that has his own set of wheels.
Something about a man who's smart. He could just put some puzzles together. Look at him.
Thinking outside of the box. He's a next level entrepreneur because he's thinking about everything.
He's 20 steps ahead.
He's 20 steps ahead. He's that boyfriend where I'm like, I don't head empty for me. Like me, I don't have to think about anything.
Yeah.
I'm just here to have a good time. He's already got it all figured out.
Yeah.
You know? And I love a man with a deep voice.
Yeah.
I love a good deep voice. That's
I'm into it.
Enough said for me. And like you've been saying, a joint sleigh because that
joint
makeup.
Sleigh. It's a sleigh. But also going back to our earlier point, not necessarily you can fix him, but you can like improve. You could be like, hey babe, that white face paint you're wearing,
it's a little dusty. Mm-hmm. How can we do better?
It's a little greasy.
It's a little greasy.
Have you heard of a setting powder?
I'm going to recommend the It Cosmetics translucent powder for you. It's one of my favorites. I think you'll really benefit from it. And I think he would appreciate that.
I think he would. I think he really needs someone in his corner to like support him in his entrepreneurial endeavors.
My only thing is that I would tell him that and he would pretend it's a stupid idea. Mm-hmm. And then he'll go and get it. So as if it's his idea. He'll be like, yeah, I heard this was good. Like, he wouldn't take my word for it. Like, it would have to be like his idea. Like a little kid almost.
I see, you know what? I feel like although our choices are different, they're similar. Where I feel like with David and I, if I were to be like, hey, we should maybe not stay in Santa Carla. We've kind of obliterated the whole population. Maybe we could go somewhere else. He'd be like, no, blah, blah.
I'm staying put. I'm staying here.
This is my turf. Yeah. And then like a couple days later, hey guys, so I'm thinking about, and I would just be like,
you son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
That was my idea.
Yeah. So I feel like, same. They're both kind of childlike, but you know what?
Because they're, okay. Like it's like, oh, like you just have to be in charge. Like that's fine. We all know who the brains of the operation is,
Yeah, we all know who the real one is here.
So I think that would definitely be my number 4, Jigsaw, because he just is he a little spooky scary? Yes,
he's a little spooky scary,
but I feel like he would take care of me. Like he would like if he's going to jail, he's gonna tell me like, go hide in the cupboards or something.
Right. This is where I stash the money.
Yeah, like you go be on your way.
I've already figured out a fucking plan to get out because I'm a mastermind.
Yeah, like he's not going to jail for very long. In fact, the whole jail is rigged to explode.
It's his jail. It's his jail. Jigsaw is a Capricorn if we're really going to get into it. I think Jigsaw's a Capricorn. I think he's just thinking 20 steps ahead of you bitches and he's making money moves and money moves only.
Yeah, and that's why he's number 4 and not number 1 because I don't think I could ever in my right mind actually be happy with a Capricorn man. Looking back, I'm going to say, just for funsies, I'm going to say David from Lost Boys is an Aries. Toxic. But that's okay. And I think Patrick Bateman, I don't care what the lore is. I'm sure there's like a confirmed birthday he has or something. From the outside, I'm going to say Patrick Bateman's a Sagittarius. I was going to ask you what you thought all of them were because you would know better than me.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind going forward. I'll think of it when we're talking about it.
Yeah, because Leatherface, I'm like, I want to say like Cancer, but I don't know.
Cancer. I was going to say like a water sign, Cancer for sure. Very family oriented.
Because he's sensitive. Like the minute people call him a name, he's like, you're dead. Yeah. Like I'm going to kill you.
The crab, he has a hard shell, but he'll attack.
Yeah.
And the Cancer is the mother of the zodiac. So besides Taurus. Taurus are like nurturing.
Yeah.
Cancer are like family protector, mama bear. So
maybe I was on something with that one.
You were onto something. All right. Well, I'm going to keep that in mind moving forward because I actually am really interested for all the signs who we're going to talk about. So moving on.
So you're on number 3?
Yes. My number 3. My number 3rd choice is going to be Norman Bates. Now hear me out.
Oh boy.
Now hear me out.
You have a type.
And you know what? And you took the words out of my mouth. You know what?
Well,
Scratch that, reverse it real quick. So, yes, I have a type, but also, who doesn't love a man that respects his mother? He's a good boy.
He's a good
boy who was raised with good up for debate.
Questionable.
Questionable morals, and he takes care of his mom.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Till the very end and beyond.
And sometimes he cares a little too much. And but who are we to judge, and who are we to have an opinion on his relationship with his mother? I think that it's just very sweet that he, is so caring for his mom.
Yeah.
For his mom.
Yeah.
And I think, I don't know his name. I don't know a lot of actors' names, but the actor who played like the original Norman Bates.
Oh yeah,
he kind of.
Why he kind of?
And also, shout out to Bates Motel.
Yeah.
Real ones watch that show, and real ones know that Freddie Highmore was fucking good as Norman Bates, and that show was fucking good.
He was a little too good.
He was a little too good. I will say that. He kind of scared me.
I was big scared, and I love that they gave him a brother.
Yeah, I love the brother, and of course Vera
Farmiga.
Thank you. I'd never know how to pronounce her last name. As nice. Norma, like. That show was so good. But yeah, third place definitely goes to Norman Bates. Shout out Mama's Boys.
Okay.
Shout out.
I mean, it depends, because some of y'all are awful. Like I don't think I would ever want a Mama's Boy, because like clearly you guys don't. Anyways, I'm not even gonna
get into that.
I'm not even gonna go there. But some of you let your mommies do too much of the talking.
Well, yeah, that kind of goes for Norman, too. I mean, sometimes I want to look at him and be like, stand up.
Yeah, stand up. Y'all don't know how to stand up to your mommies. And you know what? That's sad.
Yeah.
That's
ladies,
sad. Like,
let's rise up.
Rise up. And to the boys with mommies, let's get on our feet.
Yeah.
And learn how to just stand by yourself.
Like you're a grown man.
You're a grown up, and I need you to start acting like it.
Figure it out.
Because you can go ahead and marry your mom. I don't care. We're not doing that.
No, we're not doing that.
Leave me alone if you're going to be a mommy's boy and you're going to be a little baby.
For zodiac signs, I think Norman Bates is probably a Virgo. I'm going to say Virgo.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry to my Virgo listeners. Anyways.
For sure.
What about you?
My number 3 is going to have to go to my boy Michael Myers.
You know what? I'm sensing you have a type also. Strong silent type.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Just be hot and shut the fuck up.
Shut your whore mouth.
Shut your whore mouth, okay? That's it. I like a big burly man to,
Yeah. You're so tall.
You're so tall. Also, you're wearing a mask.
And a jumpsuit. Let's not forget the sleigh that is that jumpsuit.
An absolute slay.
He's a fashion icon. He's a fashion girly.
He is a fashion icon. And I'm so here for that.
Yeah.
And you know what? I love a man that knows what he wants.
Yeah, he's very persistent.
Persistent, no games. He's not, one thing Michael Myers is not here to do is play games. He's not playing with you.
No.
He's coming after you at his own pace.
Yeah.
But he's going to get there.
Yeah, and he's going to get through all the obstacles to get to you.
Every single one.
I love that.
And he loves his sister. I mean, he's a typical little brother. Annoying as fuck. Mm-hmm. But like, it's all just,
again,
like he's just having a good time.
Our third place placements, super family oriented.
Yeah,
men.
Just
look at that.
He's got a mission, and he's not stopping until he completes it. But I feel like he would definitely, like, he's not going to complain about anything.
Right.
Michael's very laid back. Like,
yeah,
he's fine with me making the plans.
Yeah, he's a man of few words.
Yeah, he's like, whatever. Like, I'm like, we're gonna go here today. He's gonna be like, all right.
Yeah, that's
fine. Cool. Can I bring my knife? And be like, fucking fine, I guess.
I guess if you have to. I mean, shit.
You have to bring it everywhere. It's like a safety blanket. ugh.
God.
But whatever, bring it. Just put it in your pocket or something.
Babe, I've been saying you need to go to therapy to work on your issues.
And you just don't listen. Because men will never listen. One thing men are not going to do is listen.
One thing they will not do is listen.
But like, I just feel like Michael's very protective.
Yeah. And I respect it.
I respect that. And I feel like he's gonna slay.
He's gonna slay. See, I feel like both of our manses, they have knives. They will protect their families.
Yeah.
One thing they're gonna do is slay.
They're a little stabby.
They're a little stabby.
That's fine.
That's all right. And baby, that's okay.
Yeah. Michael Myers for third place for me. Wait. Yeah, third place. Yeah.
I'd say Mike Myers, probably like a Taurus, very determined, very home, oriented. He likes the finer things, hence his slay of a jumpsuit.
Yeah, he likes to dress.
He be dressing. Call him ranch. He be dressing.
And he likes to. Yeah, I mean, I can't say keep his hair right because like. That's not his hair. Like, baby, I'm so sorry. That's not your hair.
Yeah, that little tuft is not.
That's a wig.
That's not a good one. It's not a good one.
I think
he'd appreciate your input too on like beauty. Why do you have the mask on? What's going on under there?
Yeah, what's happening? I'm sure you look fine.
Yeah, let's figure it out.
When was the last time you shaved? How are you looking under there?
And you are an esthetician, so you can help him get his skin right.
Like, what color even are your eyes? I don't know.
He's so mysterious.
Open up. I need you to open up, Michael. Gosh, you don't have to speak. I've never heard you talk, but if you want to write down, I'd get you a little journal.
Right.
And we can jot down our feelings.
He's just nonverbal. He just went nonverbal.
Completely. That's fine. We don't need words to communicate.
Yeah, you guys have just a connection.
Yeah, that's it. That's all.
That's all. Oh my God. Well,
I feel like our justifications are pretty.
I mean, I don't know why we even have to justify. Like, love is love.
Love is love.
Like, why? Whatever. You guys just wouldn't get it.
Yeah. Or maybe some of you would, and that scares me.
And that is a problem.
Yeah.
So, my second place winner, I guess, the person that is in number 2.
Yeah.
Is Ghostface. Now listen. This is my number 2. Now listen. Now, this is an enemies to lovers story, if you will, because Ghostface as a child scared me more than anything. Honestly, scaring me more than the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The mask was so fucking scary. I used to be so afraid of like the dark or looking out of windows at night because I thought I would see Ghostface's face. And when I started getting older and we would start watching horror movies together, I was like, damn, wait, no, the Scream movies are really, really good.
Yeah.
And now it really is an enemies to lovers story because he asks a lot of questions. He wants to know a lot about you. And I think I appreciate that. I want someone to ask questions about me and get to know me and want to know my favorite movies and stuff. Like, I think that's really nice.
Oh my God.
I think it's really nice. So
he's interested.
And he's curious.
He's curious about learning about you.
He's inquisitive.
And that's important.
I think it is too, because how many men do you know that
ask you questions?
None. Yeah, none. So I think he's very thoughtful. And I think if you just gave him a chance,
he would surprise you.
He would surprise you. So it really is just an enemies to lovers story for the ages. So he's in my number 2 spot, particularly the first reveal of who Ghostface is, because Matthew Lillard. What do you guys know about Matthew Lillard? Uh-oh. Our lights turned off. Oh. Anyways, that's my second choice.
That's your second choice?
Yes.
I vibe with that. I am very excited about my second choice. Oh, what was I going to say? Oh, you said, before I go to my second choice, you said Matthew Lillard, and then I was going to say Skeet Ulrich.
Yes.
As Ghostface. Now, I never really, I didn't get it at first, but now I do.
You get Skeet Ulrich,
I understand why people are scrum dilly yum yum. I get it.
The blood kink?
Maybe it's that. because I didn't get it before. Because he's kind of like that strong, not silent type, but like he's very stoic, whereas Matthew is very like
flamboyant,
just like in your face, like very.
Love him.
He's just out there.
Right.
They're complete opposites, but they both did their thing.
They did.
It
was a joint slay.
It wasn't. It was literally a joint.
The theme of this episode is joint
literally
slay.
a joint slay.
Quite literally a joint slay.
That's funny. I respect that. So with that, my number two, Dracula.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shock and surprise.
Dracula, a classic. He's a classic man. Another man that knows what he wants. He's got his money right. He's got generational wealth. He's got castles. He's got a house. He's got cars. He's got it all.
Yeah.
He's established.
Yeah. He's old fashioned. He has some traditions.
Yes, he is very committed to his wife, to his bride. Even if it's multiple.
I'm moved by this choice. I think this is just so like,
right?
It just,
like
it warms my heart.
As it should, because Dracula is just, he just gets it.
He gets it. He's the epitome of what a real man is, honestly.
He's a real man. He knows what the women want.
He does.
He's everything. He's such a baddie. And
he, you know what? Yeah, certified baddie, for real.
Yeah, like he's going to take you to the finest restaurant and make sure you're enjoying your meal.
Enjoying my meal. He's going to take you to the rooftop views.
Yeah.
The widow's walks, the fucking
everything.
Juliet balconies, all that shit.
Yeah. He's going to write me love letters.
Oh my God, yes.
Like he's on it. He's like the flower giver. Like he's going to give you flowers.
His love language is giving gifts.
Yeah. And he's going to give you everything. Things you didn't even think to ask for.
He's going to give you the world.
He's going to give you the world. He's going to slay everyone. Literally, he will bite the necks out of anyone that gets close to you.
Yes.
He's going to be like, you're a little too close.
Now back on up.
Now back on up unless you're trying to get got. He's well-spoken. He's well-traveled. He's intelligent.
He's cultured.
He's had like eons of time to get,
right.
Just completely a worldly man. Like he just knows everything.
See,
he's
knowledgeable.
Okay. And I feel like he's respectful. He's a little crazy. He's a little unhinged. He's maybe a little bit emotional, maybe a little bit like, cause you like the old like Dracula movies, like he's a little wild. But you know what?
He's just a little theatrical.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the term.
Yeah.
I think that's what I meant. He's very theatrical. Shout
out Gerard Way wearing a full-on Dracula costume for night 4 of the LA Forum show last October.
Nice.
When he walked on stage in the OG Dracula cape, widow's peak painted on with black. Goodbye. Good night.
Yeah, it was over for you.
My body just
sailed the skies.
Sailed the skies. I really love that choice for you. I feel like that's very fitting. I feel like I can see you in a Transylvanian castle with black, gray, red tapestries and furniture everywhere. So
that's literally all I want in my life is to live in like a big like castle-esque type of home. Just drama everywhere.
Yeah, running down the hallways with a candelabra.
Yeah, no,
and a cape.
That's literally all I want to do is like do that. My home would be dimly lit unless I'm having guests. I don't want to like, I'm like, why is your house so dark? Like,
right, you'll light like a couple extra candles. It's not a big deal.
I guess I can turn the lights on.
Right.
But yeah, I just want like a peaceful, quiet castle living.
And he's going to give it to you.
He's going to give me that. And I want at least 2 big dogs.
Ooh, like Great Danes.
Yes, 2 big ass dogs.
Ooh, okay. All right.
Just living my life.
I would love that. I really would love that.
Why isn't he my number 1? No.
I think, okay, so continuing with the astrology thing, I'm going to say, it's so stereotypical. I'm going to say Ghostface is a Gemini. Very two-faced. Always switching up.
Yeah, you just never know what you're going to get.
And I think I'll say Dracula is a Leo.
Really?
He's a little flamboyant and regal, but very confident, knows what he wants, proud. Yeah, I'd say very, very Leo-esque.
Okay.
Charismatic.
Ah.
Yes. So before we get to number 1, do you have any like honorable mentions, like any people that didn't make the list? Because I have a couple.
Well, I didn't even think about that until now.
Okay, well.
That I was like, well, I didn't even, you're thinking outside the box, and apparently I am not.
I'm going to give a quick honorable mention to Pennywise. I love clowns. You can't scare me. And I'm also not a child. So like, I'm of no threat to you. We're just going to like vibe and, you know, be into clown things. I like clowns.
Oh my gosh.
Honorable mention to Sweeney Todd. He's like a modern day Robin Hood, if you will. Like, fuck these fools. As long as you're not trying to kill me, you know, and I'm not going to lie to you about your wife being alive when you thought she was dead. So those are the 2 I will give an honorable mention to.
Nice.
Yeah, those are the 2.
I was gonna, I wasn't sure if it counted. I mean, I guess it does count. I guess. I was gonna include Frankenstein's monster.
Okay.
Because he's not a modern horror movie villain, but more of a classic movie monster, so to speak.
An icon.
An icon.
Yeah.
Like I fucks with that.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
I love that. I love the story. I love him. Again, I have a type.
A strong silent type.
Clearly. And then since you brought it up, he's not the leader, and I don't even know his fucking name. I'm pretty sure he doesn't even have a name. But the long-haired man from Lost Boys, the guy with the dark hair,
yes,
the brunette,
yes. Also, you have a type with long brown hair.
Yes, I don't know what's going on with me, but something about that.
Yeah,
I mean, that man is just also really, he's fine as fuck.
He was really beautiful.
He is beautiful. He was.
That bitch is beautiful.
Oh, that bitch is beautiful. He was gorgeous. Gorgina. And he was just, I don't know, something about him. And then the way he was with the kid, like, I know technically he's kidnapped, but
he was very nurturing.
He was so nurturing with that child. He put that child on the back of the motorcycle and was like, "We're going for a ride, little man." And I was like, oh, that's so cute. And then, like, when the little kid was when they brought them down to, like, their lair or whatever, and, like, they were, like, swinging him on the table, like, trying to lift him on the table.
It was really cute.
Like, that was so cute. Like, they're just taking care of this kid, even though he's technically kidnapped.
Right. But, like, that's my man.
That's my man. And then when they got down there and he was, like, turning on, lighting the fires and stuff, like, he's taking charge of the situation.
Right. And he's creating an ambience.
He's like, we have guests. Right. Let's make it nice.
And that's good home training.
It is.
It's really good home training.
He's a good man, Savannah. I love him. Again, don't even know if he fucking has a name. I don't know if any of the other vampires technically have names.
I had to look it up, and I was like, I know I like Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah.
And, like, let me look it up, and his name was David. I was like,
right, yeah. His name's David. Whatever. Nothing cool. But yeah, I didn't know if they never say the other guy's names at all. No.
Except for, like, Laddie, which is, like, the little boy.
The kid, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's definitely my second honorable mention.
Okay. See, we put out some honorable mentions. So are we ready to get to our number ones?
Yeah.
My number one choice. Mrs. Jennifer Check from Jennifer's Body is my number one. So we preface this by saying boyfriends. Jennifer called herself daddy in the movie. So I'm going to just say she is fine with being labeled a boyfriend. Jennifer Check is my number one choice. I too don't like boys or men. So mama, you go slay. You go do your thing. Jennifer Check, that's it.
So
it doesn't even need an explanation.
It doesn't.
Nope.
I did not expect that.
Yeah.
That was the last person. Yeah. I didn't even know it. Yeah. I didn't know who you were going to say, but I didn't think it was going to be, wow.
I was going to, like, really just make something, like, offhand and be like, Pennywise is my number one choice. No. It's Jennifer Check.
It's Jennifer fucking Check.
We're eating boys. Period.
I'm killing boys.
I love her. And she could do no wrong in my eyes.
I'm here for women's rights and women's wrongs. Yeah.
Yup.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I really don't have an explanation.
I don't think it needs one. I think everyone understands.
Yeah, everyone's like, yeah.
Makes sense. I love that answer.
What is your number one? I think I know it.
Everyone already knows that my number one was Ghostface.
Okay? Yes, I knew it.
He was my number one. Okay, so when you said he was your number two, I was like,
well, fuck me.
He's my number one choice for a horror movie villain boyfriend.
Strong silent type yet again.
Yeah, I mean, he do be talking on the phone too much.
Yeah, he do be talking a little too much sometimes.
He be talking to bitches all the time.
What are you talking to these other girls for?
What are you even saying?
What do you mean? Like,
what do you mean? And why are you changing your voice? Like, you don't
weird.
sound like, it's like weird. Why are you wearing a dress and like a mask? What are you doing?
See, he could use some help, I think, in that department.
I know. I kind of like. I like the outfit. It's a classic outfit. I'm not gonna. You do whatever you want. If you're happy, I'm happy.
You're the epitome of like. Well, he's like a lot cuter in person. Like, this picture's like not a very good picture of him.
No, fuck, I'm not. If he's ugly, he's ugly. I don't give. I'm not that person. I'm actually quite the opposite. I've looked at every single photo of every time someone shows me their person. I'm like, as long as he treats you right. As long as he treats you good, that's all I care about.
Right.
You know, I don't care. If you think he's hot, that's all that matters.
That's on you, mamas. That's
all that matters. You will. I don't think I've ever, and correct me if I'm wrong, have I ever showed you someone and you were like, whatever makes you happy? Granted, I've never been with anyone long term, but like, have you ever honestly... Anyone that I've ever like been with?
I don't think so.
Have you ever been like, yikes, what were you thinking?
I think there was like one person that I was just like, I don't see it. But other than that,
yeah,
I haven't been
which is fair because like we just don't have the same type.
No, we don't. Yeah.
But like on like an objective scale, have you ever known me to hook up with anyone that
it's like ugly?
Was like. Nah. Like that I'm like justifying.
He's like really cute in person. Like this is like a bad picture
have
of him.
I ever said that? No. Said that sentence?
No.
Exactly. I'm not that person. I feel like
I have nothing to say about that one for myself.
You guys do whatever makes you happy. Just don't expect me to agree with it.
Exactly.
But yes, Ghostface is my number one.
I knew it.
Because we have history. Okay, first of all, I have been a Ghostface fan since the age of 4. Ask my mother. She can say. Ever since I was 4 and I saw that movie for the first time. It was my favorite movie. Everyone knows that. Well, not everyone knows that. My mom knows. That's my mom's favorite thing to tell people.
Is that your favorite movie, Scream?
When I was 4.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Love that.
Like when I was 4 years old, that was what I wanted to watch. And I feel like since then, I've just been so enamored. Because I was like, wow, it's so, like the mask is so classic.
Right.
It's the classic Ghostface mask. Everyone knows who he is. He's famous.
He's famous, and you're like kind of into that.
I'm kind of into that. You know, he's got fans. He's got makeup collaborations. He's got bags, purses, outfits. Like he's everywhere.
Makeup collections.
Makeup collection. Yeah.
Period.
Ghostface makeup collection. I have one. Like the man is in every bag.
He's in his bag.
He's in his bag in every sense. Like he's like, yeah, I don't wear makeup, but makeup collaborations,
why not?
Count me in. Like he's always gonna make money.
Yeah.
You know, and he's not letting anybody stand in his way.
No. That's some dedication, some drive.
Has he got some mommy issues and desperately in need of some emotional regulation? Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Therapy, get with it. But I will say, I feel like he's just a fun boyfriend. Like he's like, we're going to have fun. We're going to go to the movies.
And look, if there's one thing you want to do is go watch horror movies at the theater on a date.
Yeah.
And that's what y'all are going to do.
We're going to get cuddled up and he's going to be annoying as fuck and try to scare me. Because he's
a little prankster.
He's a prankster.
It's fun.
For sure. I feel like he's just such a like he is the baddie. I feel like that voice, like he's gonna call me all the time,
right?
Just bothering me, but like not in a like a bad like like he just wants
to know what you're doing.
Yeah, he's just always in my grill, and I love that. You know,
I feel like that's something with like Jennifer Check and I. She has kind of like she doesn't have many interests, and she's not like that smart, sorry, but it's like, I feel like she'd be really into like listening to my favorite things, and she would have no intent to read the books or watch the movies or listen to the playlists, but she'd be like, oh my god, yeah, that sounds really good, and I'd be like, thank you, yeah,
like, thanks,
yeah.
She's just happy to be with you.
I've never had someone be that interested in things I'm interested in, or like lie about it anyways. Like she'd be very like overly like, oh my god, that is so interesting, and I'd be like, yeah,
like,
it is.
yeah,
like, you're so
thanks.
Right. And then
she'd be like, I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm happy you're happy.
Yeah, and I'd be like, okay, I'm happy too. I think it would just be Delulu, happily ever after, just level 10 out of 10 Delulu.
Yeah.
And we'd just live our life and be happy.
Same. I feel like me and Ghostface would just like slay the town in like cool outfits.
Oh my god, mask. Yeah. See, same. Me and Jennifer would just have like sleigh outfits. We'd, have matching little outfits. Maybe like makeup. We'd do each other's makeup sometimes.
Yeah. I feel like Dracula's my ex-husband and Ghostface is my new boyfriend.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. But that's those are my top 5.
These are my top 5. You know what's funny? I think Jennifer Check is like the toxic person I'm with now, and then like one of my other choices is going to be the person I like
end up with,
that really saves the day and like puts it all together. Maybe Ghostface is my husband. Maybe y'all broke up and now I'm with him.
Whoa,
that's tea.
Not you stealing my man.
Well, you left him. You left Ghostface.
I just said he's my boyfriend.
Oh, my bad. You left Dracula.
Yeah, calm down.
My bad. I get confused.
You're trying to just...
Well, you have so many boyfriends. It's like hard for me to keep track. Like, there's just so many of them.
Not even.
There's this one. There's that one. There's this guy. And it's like, God. And they're all the same silent strong vibe. Like, God.
Dark clothes, mask. How am I supposed to know?
Jesus Christ. And my whole list is a bunch of emo dudes.
Yeah.
They're all emo.
With no facial hair.
Hey.
Hey.
I don't really fuck with facial hair like that.
That's fine. I actually have no idea if any of these people have facial hair.
I mean, Leatherface, he can just put on a face that has facial hair on it. He can switch it up. See, that's another thing. Leatherface is versatile.
No.
He can switch it up.
That's so fucking nasty.
He could be switching it up for you.
Please don't switch it up. Just keep whatever you got going on. Plastic surgery does wonders if it's that serious,
You
dude.
are so right for that.
But you're not a plastic surgeon. You need to keep your hands off other people's faces. It's not cool to be doing that.
Not cool, dude.
Leave Matt Bomber alone.
Yeah, he really did fuck Matt Bomber up.
That was so sad.
Yeah.
Like, he was so perfectly beautiful. And that's why he was like, you're just too pretty. And I want to be pretty.
He was doing it to protect you because he didn't want Matt Bomber to take you from him.
Well, that was really definitely going to happen. Well, no, I don't think it would have happened because Matt Bomber was happy with his person.
One look from... What the hell is this?
Uh-oh.
Sorry, no, my mom's just texting me like random shit. Anyways, like one wrong look and I feel like he knew that Matt Bomber would have just snatched you right up.
Damn. He was like, I got to take his space because then all the attention's back on me.
And you know what? He is so real for that.
Wow, he really loves me for real.
He does.
Like, I'll do anything to keep you.
He's a fighter.
I'll take another man's space.
He's a fucking fighter.
Yeah, he's going to do whatever it takes.
Our lists were so chaotic, but I wouldn't have expected anything less.
No.
You know what though? I'm very surprised that Jason Voorhees did not make an appearance anywhere. I was thinking about it. Another mama's boy. I was thinking about it.
I was thinking about it, but then I was like, no, he kind of ugly. No, I'm just kidding.
He kind of ugly.
I'm just kidding.
I mean...
Nah, he's just...
He does a little too much.
He's just like mean.
Yeah, he lives in the woods. I can't do all the bugs and snakes.
It's like swampy. Like,
yeah, no, I'm not into that.
And also he looks like like, have you ever really looked at, like, he looks dead.
Yeah.
Like, he looks like a dead, like, his skin looks...
He's like a zombie.
Like, you probably smell like death.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure the rest of these... listen, I don't want to hear any comments about, well, Leatherface probably smells like dead body. He probably does. Stop it. Jason, I was just like, I just don't know.
Yeah, it's like a different type of smell. Like, you know.
Like, he is definitely a horror icon.
Yeah. But boyfriend material?
I just don't think so.
I don't see it.
I feel like he would beat me up. Like, he's just... he would beat the shit out of whoever he's with.
Yeah, and I didn't even give a second thought about including Freddy Krueger. No.
He's fucking ugly too. He's a fucking
ugly,
creep.
And he doesn't care. He's not very thoughtful. He doesn't care about your quality of sleep.
If there's a quality of life.
Yeah, if there's one thing a good partner should do is ensure that you are getting good sleep.
And he's like, I love that I said quality of life as if all of these people are not raging murderers. But my point stands. I feel like Freddy Krueger is just like the creepy old man.
Yeah.
That like stalks you under your bed and like tries to look under your skirt.
Like a peeping Tom.
Yeah.
A murdering peeping Tom.
Yeah. Like he's not even like, there's
I don't fuck with
nothing.
that.
It's like, ew. Like, no.
Yeah. Like, oh my God, thank you so much. But like, no.
Bye.
Bye.
Yes, I have a boyfriend.
Yes. He's the one that you lie about having a boyfriend too when he hits on you at the club.
Exactly. Like he's still wearing a fedora in this day and age.
God, grow up. Cringe.
Like you're a grown man.
Cringe. I'm so glad that we did this, especially because spooky season is nearly coming to an end.
Yeah.
So we needed to have
something fun.
We needed to have like another Halloween episode.
Yeah, another little bracket, if you will.
Exactly.
Another little compare and contrast. And I think this was really fun.
I think it was fun. And I also want to really know what other people's choices would be because...
Please tell us, who would be your choice? Your top 5 or your top 3, whatever.
Yeah. Or just your number 1, your ride or die.
Yeah.
Boo. Like, I want to know. Literally, boo. Yeah. A boo.
Yeah. Or maybe you're normal and you can leave a comment being like, yours are fucking weird.
Yeah. I mean, we're getting the hint. All right.
We get it. We're sorry. Okay. We're doing our best, but we're having fun.
Oh, wait, hold on. One more honorable mention.
Oh.
Uncle Fester. He'd be a great boyfriend. Great. Because I would not do anything to break up Morticia and Gomez. But if I could be closely adjacent to the family, yeah, I'd love that.
He is very sweet.
Yeah.
And very dedicated.
Yeah. And he doesn't give up. And I love that for him. So he's my last honorable mention. One more.
Rightfully so. We love Uncle Fester.
And we do.
You know what? With that being said, since you included a woman, I'm going to also say an honorable mention of Debbie Jelinski being numbered 111 of the horror movie villain, partner, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. Miss Debbie is the ultimate.
A slay.
Baddie in every sense of the word.
But Debbie... Pastels.
Get out of my house. Hit the road. And if you ever show your faces around here again, I'll have you locked up for trying to visit.
Right, Fessy? Right. You bitches wish you guys were gooped and gagged because they are truly in love and you guys were just jealous. You guys are trying to get them to separate. You guys are trying to tear them apart.
Yeah, like let them be happy. Even though she was definitely planning to kill him.
She definitely was like, no, you know what? It's fine.
It's fine. We stand Debbie Jelinski from the agency.
And we do.
Love her. She's mama.
Well, thanks guys for listening and watching again. And thanks for, any positive reviews we get. And definitely please let us know your favorites. We have one more episode planned for Halloween. And it's actually going to come out on Halloween Day, which is really exciting.
Yeah.
So please listen while you're preparing for all your fun Halloween festivities.
Yeah, and let us know what you want to hear from us next, if anything. And we appreciate all your support. And we thank you for listening, even if you're listening while you're doing shit. Like, We love you all. We appreciate you all. This is so fun for us.
I know, it really is so fun.
And we've always wanted to do this, so we're going to keep doing it, and we hope that you are enjoying the ride with us.
Yes, absolutely. So thank you guys, and thanks Harm for producing and recording and mixing and editing and our theme song.
And
so
doing
thanks
everything. Thanks Harm.
Thanks Harm. We're just
very into it.
Yeah. Anyways, but thanks guys. So if you want to keep up with us, you can follow us on Instagram at I don't want to make this too long pod. Our TikTok at 2.long.pod, and me at Revolting Youth with zeros for O's.
And me at KEI_ARAA.
And yeah, I think that's it.
Bye.
All right, cool. Thanks. Bye.